Alrighty, Steeler Nation, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. We have the Wu-Tangs and the Professor Blokes. I've been live for a while, guys, so we'll probably do it like, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes, something like that. Not too much news. So we're just chilling, hanging out. So if you like the video, want to watch, no idea what's going to happen here, we can go from Steelers talk to pizza talk to talking about, I don't know, movies and whatnot, see what comes up. Hope my audio is pretty good. Let me try and check. So, 1 second. I need to do that so you guys can hear me. In 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So you guys can hear me. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So, yes, I agree. I agree, Dopey Man. I agree. Now, in this video, though, today, guys, I'm going to talk about a bit of the quarterbacks. I want to bring up some things to do with maybe some free agent talk. But next week is when I'm really going to start going into the rumors. Because the closer we get to March is like we're 3 weeks away from, I think, the free agent period. We're also close to the scouting combine. I might go and try, if I can, if I get it cheaply, I might get NFL Game Pass so I can watch some of the scouting drills. That they're pretty fun to watch too. So this is like real dead period. Like the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. We signed their off-season guys. There's still a lot more to happen with like coaches and that kind of stuff. But at this point, it's like we're just waiting for news to happen, right? But still, we also got to enjoy the time that is like you don't want to rush the season. Want to keep having a good time. But right now, we've got the OC, got a few guys in the coaching. Let go of Trubisky, let go of those guys, and it's like now the quarterback controversy is really heating up. So many speculations from Russell Wilson to drafting a guy to Tannehill to Fields to anyone like that. So probably even worse than last year. Probably even worse than last year or the year before. And so the year before in 2022, because we kind of knew the Steelers were going to go draft a quarterback, and that turned out to be Kenny Pickett. A lot of people now and fans, they love the Kenny Pickett signing. Some didn't, but a lot of them loved it. And now we're kind of falling out of love with Kenny Pickett because his year 2 hasn't made a big splash in any case, anywhere as a Steeler. And it's like, oh, we want somebody else, right? But I don't believe that if you like it or hate it, I don't believe that the Steelers are going to move on, right? Coach Tomlin, the Rooneys, Omar Khan, they're all too confident about, they don't want to let go of their first round pick and push them aside. If you go and draft someone, then you're going to push him aside. If you go and get a Russell Wilson, you're pushing him aside. So they're going to try and, I think, just keep moving on with Kenny Pickett. But that's all we've been talking about. Anywhere you look, any bar you go to, any tweet you see, it's this guy, that guy. He's our quarterback. Pretty much like every single quarterback that is available to the Steelers are being linked. I've got a few I want to show you guys too. All righty, who's in the house? G'day, Gemma. What's going on? Oh, what did I write? I don't know what did I write. I can't remember what I wrote. Is that not right? Steelers talking on Monday, no title, just Steelers. Is that a title? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Do you mean no Steelers title? Oh, I gotcha. You're talking about the championship, right? Yeah, talking about the championships and the Lombardis and whatnot. And yes, it's been seven years since a playoff win, all that kind of stuff. So, g'day. What's going on? G'day, J-Devil. G'day, George. What's up? Welcome to the show. G'day, Pittsburgh Toddy. G'day, Jen Will. G'day, Derby. What's going on? Audio fine. Yeah, I've always got to check it because obviously I can't hear myself in the YouTube land. G'day, Brian. What's going on? Awesome. Getting home from dinner. Which one was it? Was it my millionaire? Was it my millionaire video? Not too many people saw it, but that's all right. That's all cool. That's all cool. Was it this one? Was it the millionaire? Was it that one there? I put a lot of work into that one. I can't. Where is it here? The $1 million question where I was like, all right, who will be the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback in 2024? A, Kenny Pickett. C, Justin Fields. B, Bengals suck. D, Kirk Cousins. Sometimes I get a bit of a creative spin, and I'm like, all right, let's do something fun. Every single YouTuber out there, and I'm gonna actually call out some guys today too because some really pissed me off. Some YouTubers out there are suggesting that they should go and trade for TJ Watt. Absolute nonsense. And you guys know who they are. They're friggin' stupid, right? There are guys out there who want to trade TJ Watt, trade Cameron Hayward. It's not going to happen. These guys are far too valuable to the Pittsburgh Steelers, not just like on the field, but also like off the field. That Cameron Hayward does community service. TJ Watt was giving out Super Bowl tickets to Army Rangers who had been hurt in battle, stuff like that, right? United States Army Corps, the Marines. There was a bloke who had his eye shot off, or his whole eye exploded or something in battle. And what did TJ Watt do? He went and bought that guy Super Bowl tickets to go to Super Bowl. So these guys are far too valuable on the field and also off the field too. And a lot of sites out there will be like, oh, the Steelers should trade TJ Watt for Justin Herbert. Steelers should trade TJ Watt 2 picks or 3 or 4 picks. Makes no sense. All that kind of rubbish, man. All that kind of rubbish is just absolute g'day, Chloe. Absolute BS. Like, they don't understand how the organization works. They're trying to get your clicks, your money, your stuff like that. I'm trying to build a brand here as well. But you guys know my brand by now. I've been on YouTube for 3 years, and I've been talking Pittsburgh Steelers, talking life in between, talking fun things, all that kind of stuff, having a great time. All these other sites that do that and say, oh, we should trade away Cameron Hayward. It's not going to happen. Cameron Hayward right now is like Big Ben, and they were never going to trade away Big Ben. Cameron Hayward's like Hines Ward. Cameron Hayward is like TJ. I want to see these guys in a role in the future that can maybe do coaching. I'd love to see Cameron Hayward go into coaching. Or even Minka. Minka could go into coaching too. So I can't stand these things. Speaking of the success on YouTube that I have been having, I want to give myself a shout out too. Because in the title, I brought up the, what's his name? Pat Fryman was doing the dabs. Apparently the dab's back. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I want to give myself a shout out, guys. So new achievement I got the other day. Achievement unlocked 25,000 hours of watch time. All right. That's pretty insane. That's 3 years of hard work. A lot of it, you know what? Some real highs, some real lows, all in between. Sometimes you make a video and you're thinking, oh, I think it's awesome, and then it does nothing. Sometimes I've made a video before in the past where I've been sick or I've been tired and thought I can't do this, and the next minute it explodes and gets like 10,000 views. You just can't pick what's going to happen. The best thing about Steelers and YouTube talk here is building the brand overall and building the community, and that's what we have. People jump on the live chat. You get it after, you get it later. I respect everyone's view. If it disagrees with me or if it agrees with me, it's fantastic. But getting 25,000 hours of watch time, that's insane. How many days is that? 25,000 hours to days. That's 1,000 days. 1,000 days in total that people have watched the content, from draft content, live streams, to videos, to shorts, to anything. So it's pretty hectic, man. So I give you guys a shout out too. Not only do I give myself a shout out, a pat on the back, for everyone who's been around since BTSC days, behind the steel curtain, when I first started there doing podcasting with Matty Peverill. And now I do off and on podcasting with Matty Peverill and Steelers TDU. He's doing a really good job over there as well. So this stuff never stops, And I haven't really talked about the Steelers, but we're in the motion of, like, it's February, man. Like, we're so far away from, like, the draft, you know what I mean, in like this year's training camp. So it's kind of fun just to relax and go into the season. I'm not going to feed you a lot of BS with a lot of stuff like that, but next week I might look into some positions where I think the Steelers can go and get corners, or go and get, maybe safety help, or D-line help, or even offensive line help. I might look into players that might fit the mold, Like I brought up the other day that Baker Mayfield would be a good quarterback. When I said huge news, breaking news, Baker Mayfield could be an idea. And honestly, I agree with that because I made the rumor up, but I think it could be a good fit. Baker Mayfield got thrown under the bus by the Browns. They treated him so piss poorly, and I reckon he's got that moxie in him. I like him as a quarterback. I didn't like him as a Brown, but how funny would it be to see him come back or play for the Steelers, get a 2 or 3 year contract? He could fight out with Kenny Pickett. If he becomes number one, Kenny Pickett sits behind for 2 years. Baker goes and wins the championship with the Steelers over the Browns, or at least beats the Browns. So those kind of things where, like, the rumor makes sense, I will always bring up. Like, if it's a cornerback, if it's a certain free agent that fits the mold, yes, I will talk about it. However, this kind of stuff, I won't feed you any of this kind of shit. Are you kidding me? Rich Eisen speculates that Jimmy G could land in Pittsburgh, right? Not saying that he's an awful quarterback. He can play. He can play a better quarterback than me, but just to me, doesn't fit the mold. I think Jimmy G's done. I think when he went from 49ers to the Raiders, I think his overall thing is done, right? I just don't see Jimmy G happening here in the Steelers. If Jimmy G did come to the Steelers and sign, he would definitely be quarterback number 2, and you wouldn't even have a quarterback competition. You just get Kenny Reddy for being QB1. I'd rather see Mason Rudolph than Jimmy G. All these names are getting speculated around the NFL and around the Steelers for different quarterbacks more than 2 years ago. It's absolutely insane. All righty. G'day, Pete. What's going on? G'day, Fishing for Chat. What's up? Thank you, man. Yeah. I appreciate that. Proud of you, Mark. Thank you. G'day, Leaf. What's going on? Yes, we can. I can give you any help you'd like. Any help you like. Toddy, what you need to do is join the Discord. So, do you want to do a Steelers channel? That'd be cool. Ooh, and you know what I would do too, man? I would keep your name. I wouldn't change your name. I'd call yourself Pittsburgh Toddy 86. That would be your channel name, and that's you. If that's what it's about the Steelers, right? That would just be my recommendation so far, or my first bit of advice. Don't change your name. People know you in the chat. People understand you from all walks of life in different chats all over the YouTube land. Like we've almost got like different different suburbs or places where content is. DK Sports, Steelers Now, all Steelers Talk. If you go over there, DK, all that kind of stuff. TDU, Britsburg Owen, he's back. Britsburg Owen will be on my show tomorrow. So there's people all over the shop. Alice Kazora, you know what I'm saying? So what you want to do, if you want to do this, I can talk to you in the Discord. That's probably the easiest way. So I will put this in the community post for members only, and then we can see what's up. But yeah, man, you might as well. I was talking to Owen yesterday on the Voxer because he's coming on the show tomorrow, and never get too overwhelmed with like, oh, people won't watch or this kind of stuff, because if it's I've always said, 1 person or 1 million, I always do the show no matter what, right? And you can build your community base through it if it is for the Steelers. So okay, what I'll do is, because I'm taking too much time, I will link a community post after for the Discord. You guys can join that, and I can try and talk to you. All right. Ryan, so I hope it takes so long to announce QB that people start talking about it. Yeah, it's getting nuts. It is getting nuts. That's what we're going to talk about today too. G'day, Jeremiah. What's going on? Awesome. I visited Pro Football Hall of Fame today in Canton, Ohio. I did enjoy that. I also had a great chance to stock up on Steelers merchandise. That's fantastic. I've been there once. It is a great time. I went there from Pittsburgh. I asked one of the blokes behind the hotel I was staying at. About 3 days in, he was a good fella. His name was Taylor. I was like, man, any chance you want to go to the Hall of Fame on your day off? He had a day off on the Wednesday. That was 2 days before I left. And then he drove me and another mate to the Hall of Fame 3 hours away. So I had a really cool journey to get there. I built up a good relationship with a guy who worked in the hotel. He was a good fella. And I dead set said, do you have a day off coming up? He said, yes. And I said, any chance you want to go to the Hall of Fame? He said, yeah, I'd love to. I said, how about you drive me and I'll pay you lunch and I'll give you money for fuel. And he went, all right. And then we went. So that's awesome. Yeah, Chloe, it's going to be like this. It all depends. It all depends how I do my thumbnails and how I attract people that comes into the chat. But it's very, very quiet too. J Double says trade. Trade Terrell. Thank you, Fidget for Trout. Thanks, Pete, mate. All righty. Yeah, I don't get it, man. G'day, Sean. What's going on? G'day, Sean. What is happening? I don't know what that is. It's going to be about to say. I know who is that a musician? I'm pretty sure it's a musician, right? G'day, Richard River. What's going on? Yeah, so Toddy, after the stream off, I can try and figure it now because I'm just bumbling all over the place. Here it is. I can do it now. Let me do it now. But do you want to do it about Pittsburgh Steelers talk? Because do what I did when I chose it 3 years ago. I was like, Chase, talk about your passion. And my passion is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I love, you know what, my first overall passion really is traveling. I love travel, solo travel, running around town. But then, like, what goes hand in hand too is also the Steelers. If I can go back to America, fantastic, right? But what I can talk about pretty much for hours on end is the Pittsburgh Steelers. And right now we're talking about quarterback. So you got to pretty much like chase your passion no matter what. And once you do that, everything's kind of easy. Be committed, be consistent, go as hard in the paint as you can. I understand it's a basketball reference, but go as hard in the paint as you can, or truck like Jerome Bettis does. Play as hard as like Troy does in any sense. And then like you think, oh, no one's watching. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. It's not always about the views. It's about like building the overall brand that is Steelers Nation Australia, or building the overall brand that is on this platform for this this channel, right? That's what I think anyway. Okay, so let me post this Discord, and I can talk to you in there. And if anyone is in the live chat too, and you are members and you want to join the Discord, the members only Discord, that's where I'll post it right now on the community post. And if you're not a member, and you want to be it, it's like I think like $2 a month. So it helps me out with support in running the channel, stuff like that. Gives me a bit of extra coin, a bit of pat on the back saying, thanks, Mark. I appreciate that. And then also in the season, if you are a mid-tier member, we do fantasy football and that kind of stuff too. Alrighty. Okay. But I'm going to get back to some quarterback talk, and then also some other things to do with maybe some free agent prospect stuff like that. Okay. Right. G'day, right, left. What's going on? G'day, Fuzzy Monkey. Yeah, man. Cut your phone off. That's not business. What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, you could do that too. Like, I've thought about doing like a personal channel, like, talking like just life or philosophy or something like that. Yeah, I've got to send you something, Daredevil, somehow, some way. Keep it with me. I haven't forgotten about you, but it will happen in time. I've just got to work some things out. The hardest part of getting things over there shipping wise is just the coin is just insane. So I won't be getting because you did win what'd you win? You won the league, right? The Pick'ems League. And I fell out of love with that a little minute, but I was more invested into the fantasy football, but it happens. But I'll definitely send you something too. But you can do that, man. Like, you start any channel you want to. There's so many different, content creators out there. You just got to be yourself, though. A lot of times I look around the internet, people aren't themselves. They're just they're overall full themselves. They're, trying too hard, or just, I think some of them are bonkers, man. Some of it is crazy. Sean says, these ones haven't been stolen yet, right? The other ones got stolen last year or 2 years ago. G'day, GM. What's going on? Yeah, the other ones haven't been stolen yet, which is good. So I guess that could be a philosophy in life. Maybe I should leave my thongs inside just in case for protection, but I don't know. I have no idea what this means though. Cut your phone off. Are you trying to talk to someone else? I have no idea what's happening there. Anyways, I've got some more things I want to cover. I want to talk about these quarterbacks, right? I still believe in the idea around quarterback in the Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers will go with Kenny Pickett. They'll keep him there at number one, try and bring in competition, that is Mason Rudolph, have a quarterback, maybe camp battle, and then go and get a third quarterback in the draft, like third round, fourth round. That's what I'm banking on. However, we see the stuff that was with Jimmy G. That's not going to happen, right? Jimmy G isn't going to happen. I also saw this one too. I saw Zach Gelb. He does like a sports show, and there's nothing against him. But I saw Joe Flacco would be a name for the Steelers to pursue this offseason to compete with Kenny Pickett. Why would you want to bring in Joe Flacco or Jack Flacco that is like 39 years of age or almost near 40 to compete for Kenny Pickett's spot? That makes no sense to me at all. There is no way that the Pittsburgh Steelers would bring in an ex-Browns quarterback and also ex-Ravens quarterback that is Jack Flacco, who we hammered into the ground and beat numerous times with the Ravens. It's not going to happen. Even that kind of suggestion shouldn't even be in my video. Jack Flacco to the Steelers. This is the hard part of the offseason. And Toddy, if you do make this stuff, this is the crazy things you have to deal with and try and pin down. But it's always your opinion based on other people's takes. But this kind of stuff, man, drives you nuts. Jack Flacco to a steal as a pursuit is absolutely insane. Right, there's another one too. There's this one. I heard this one too from Bart Scott. Bart Scott was the Jets guy. Says Bart Scott calls the Steelers the only team that could resurrect Russell Wilson's career. That might be true. Could be a possibility. If we did see Russell Wilson there, he could link up with Pickens. He's got some targets. Maybe DJ. There's ideas that DJ wants to be traded, or there's rumors out there he wants to be traded. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I wouldn't mind seeing it. I like DJ. At the same time, if the Steelers got more picks back and went into the draft and got another receiver, you'd have Pickens, you'd cut Robinson, you'd have Austin, get a receiver, and then this team's going to be more run heavy anyway, or run focused than anything else. So by the terms of bringing Russell Wilson in, well, of course you get to pay, I don't know, big money and different ideas with Denver Broncos, the trading, and I don't really understand what's happening with Denver, but Russell Wilson wants out. It's all complicated. But if you were to come in, sure, maybe you could work him with George Pickens and some receivers, right? But still, to me, that's crazy. That's crazy. You've got Jimmy G, Jack Flacco, and Russell Wilson. When at the end of the day, the Pittsburgh Steelers are most likely probably just going to keep Kenny Pickett and bring a quarterback number 2 in and see what happens. This is what happens when we're in February, mid-February, going into March, and it's so quiet that you're better off just sitting here, just chilling, not saying nothing, right? And then the reason why I brought the 25,000 Ks too, because I saw this picture by the Pittsburgh Steelers said, all right, for some reason the dab is so back. The dab hasn't been really relevant since like 2015, so I have no idea what happened to. Woo! Fired up, man. All righty. Yeah, man. G'day, Yui. What's going on? Oh, I don't understand it. Now let me go back up. Yui's in the house. What's going on, Yui? I'm not you know what? I'm not looking. If there was, I'd probably shit myself. Nah, we're good. We're good. Yeah. Yeah, sources say the Steelers are looking into signing Yuli Pickett for $57 million a year. Yuli, that'd be all right, man. I find it funny. It's like this time 2 years ago, it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad. I feel like every single quarterback that is a free agent or is getting linked. Like the wheel I spun the other day had Tannehill, it had all the draftee guys, had Fields, had Kirk Cousins, it had did I say Fields already? Kirk Cousins, it had pretty much everyone, like every single free agent, Mason Rudolph. It's like the Pittsburgh Steelers, you go and sign this guy. Everybody's forgetting that we have Kenny Pickett on a 4-year contract and a 5th-year option going into his 3rd year. George Pickens going into his 3rd year, right? It's not that bad in Steeler Nation. I just think the overall speculation and rumors don't make too much sense at the moment. The way I see it, I'm more focusing on. I'm reading all the draft too. So in that Discord, if you are a member, the members Discord, you want to be a member. Things that Yuli and Sean are putting in, I'm reading those as best I can. Not really making too many comments, but I'm reading. And you guys are talking about going getting centers, going getting right tackles. You know, I've heard ideas about getting cornerbacks into the room. You have Joey Porter Jr. He's pretty cool at that side. Peterson comes back. Maybe they cut some plays here and there. I don't know what's going to happen with Shannon Sullivan at slot, but maybe you go and get a cornerback into the draft too in rounds 2 or 3, right? A bit higher, and you build the secondary from that direction and be good for the next 5-6 years. Also with the ideas too with Mason Cole needs to be an improvement. He could turn into a backup player. Chooks walked out the door. They need a right tackle. I'm more focused on things like that. And from next week, I'll start looking into free agent players because we're still in that, to me, we're still in that lull period that we're waiting. So next week, I'll look into that. Then also like March, I'll look into a bit of draft. Take it day by day. But everyone's really concerned about the quarterback and they want to bring this guy in. It's like the Steelers have more problems than just a quarterback. I did see some sites saying the Pittsburgh Steelers are a quarterback away from a Super Bowl. I don't think so. I think they're a quarterback and and more. Like obviously, winning playoff games, and I want them to win every single year. But their offensive line away, their middle linebackers away, injuries away, their cornerbacks again on the other side. Levo Wallace, he needs to step up. The D line's getting older with Cameron Hayward. That's kind of a bit of an issue too. It's not just the quarterback's going to fix everything. You bring Russell Wilson in, not going to fix every single person. Pittsburgh Toddy says philosophy of wearing pajamas in public. I'm not against it. Like, if you have to run down to the shops and you're wearing like a hoodie, with long pajamas on, I'm not against it. Now, am I for that like every day? Probably not. Alrighty. And yeah, I agree with Sean too. I'm getting very, very pissed off and annoyed with it as well. Exactly what I just said. What I just said too. Always repping. And yes, Daredevil can't stop at repping. Yeah, let's talk about that too. So there's a rumor as well going around the internet, around the Steelers, that the Pittsburgh Steelers might be trading Deontay Johnson. Now, I'm not against it. I'm not against a refresh, and like George Pickens, I think has that physicality for this offense. Now, DJ, I've always been very 50-50. 50 makes a great play, great route running, excellent in big plays, big moments sometimes. And then other times you need him for it to catch a first down and 10 or something like that, drops, but then other times he'll get a third down and 5 and he's like, oh, sweet. He's very inconsistent. He's like Presley Harvin in the punting world. Very inconsistent. He can make the hard catches look so easy, like, oh, over the head catch. And then the other times he'll make the easy catches look so darn difficult. You're like, how? And I've never seen a bloke run backwards and get tackled backwards. So to change things up and the receivers and also whatever Arthur Smith wants to do with his receivers, I'm not against them trading away DJ to the Commanders or to a team like that, or, who was ever willing to give away a second-round pick or a third-round pick, maybe 2 and 3 or something similar, and then the Steelers get more draft, more players, and we can build up the younger talent. Because is DJ getting any better? Probably not. We probably know what he is by now. So that is one that wouldn't bother me. Like, I'd say, thank you, DJ. You did all right. See you. Goodbye. Good night. We traded Claypool for JPJ. Can we trade away DJ for a second-round pick? Yes. Sean says KP at Mason team. Yeah, dead set too. I don't mind that either. I reckon they will. Yeah, they will. What the Steelers normally do too, they won't just go to the draft. They'll probably upgrade someone through the free agent period or free agency, and then focus on the draft too, right? So that's why I think in the next week or two, I've got to start doing my homework more than usual. So most times I'm just relaxing, watching stuff. I'm going to try and look into some free agent guys at certain positions, because I think we need center, middle linebacker, cornerback, maybe safety, D-line, and offensive line. So pretty much half the team, right? We need guys like that. And I don't think that Robinson is the receiver. He's going to come back. I think he'll be cut. Who were the other guys on the... Do I have it? No, I don't have it. I had it today. I was trying to think who were the other guys. Oh, here it is here. Yeah, so the free agents we have coming back, right? So the Steelers have already cut off Trubisky. Levi Wallace, I think he's like 50-50. Same with Montravius Adams. I think they signed back Caleb Brewer. I think he comes back. Marcus Golden could come back, depending. James Pierre is a team guy. He can come back. Sullivan, he's a maybe too. But Rudolph, that's the big issue right now, big talking piece now. So will the Steelers go and get guys like that on Miles Boykin? A lot of teams, guys. But they've already got rid of Harvin and, of course, Trubisky, right? And also, too, I heard a rumor yesterday or today, I can't remember, was that Trubisky was maybe signing with the Browns. How good would that be if we saw him with the Browns? Jedwell says, center in the draft. Yeah, I think it's going to happen some way, somehow. And Yuli says, wait till next year. And that's right. If you were to go next year in the quarterbacks, I don't know who the quarterbacks are, but when you think about it, it makes more sense. The fact is that people are so off Kenny Pickett because he's got no stats. He's got, the TDs aren't there. He's won games 14-10, but the Pittsburgh Steelers, in my view, and a lot of you guys out there know this, they're not going to move on from him because he's a first-round pick. No matter if you like him, dislike him, hate him, or love him, he's a first-round pick. He's had 2 years. He's got 2 more years on his contract. The Steelers aren't going to go and trade up. In my wheel spin, that Bo Nixon was he was chosen. Also, Phil Yatesy, the NFL guy, he mock draft Bo Nixon to get there. Why would the Steelers go and draft a quarterback at number 20 again when 2 years ago it maybe hasn't worked out just yet? So if it doesn't work out this year in year 3, you build up your O-line, you build up some of the defensive guys. You got Herbig who wants to play as a black and gold Steeler. TJ Watt, yes, he's getting older in age, but you build up your fundamental pieces first, and then you find a quarterback later. If anything happens, Kenny Pickett can try and coast us through the season as best he can. Maybe he won't improve that much or go super crazy and get 45 TDs, but coast through it. And then this quarterback issue can be a real talking point next season in 2025. And that's like next year away. I don't understand why everyone's talking about getting Fields to save the day when the Steelers need to cover all bases. They've got Jones on the left. They've got Ciamalo. They've got Daniels at right guard. Why can't you figure out the center and right tackle, build the O-line up completely, get that done, sort it out, then get a quarterback after? All this BS nonsense about you're going to get Russell Wilson, this guy, that guy, Ryan Tannehill, to the connection with that, or Marcus Mariota, blows my mind away. Blows my mind. Yes, I agree. He definitely did. He definitely did. I wouldn't call anything wasted years. I still enjoy. I know what you're saying. Like, we didn't win Super Bowls, we didn't do this, we didn't do that. I still enjoy the mini games inside of the Steelers talk and stuff like that. You know, even looking back to in 2008 when it was James Debo Harrison, I always enjoy the season. I enjoy like the mini milestones of like watching Jalen Warren play football. He's absolutely amazing how he runs a ball and crushes people. Seeing Najee steal that towel. You know, I think I still have it here in a picture. Where is it? Najee. Do I have it? Yeah, seeing stuff like this, man, like when Najee, you know, stole the Ravens towel. I don't call them, to me, it's not wasted years. It's just, it happens, right? The more I look into life and Steelers and all that kind of stuff, you meld them together, it just happens. Like, yes, we haven't won for a long time, but then some as much as we need to I think you know, deal with a victory and celebrate awesomeness, celebrate a victory, same time we have to deal with a loss. And it's really hard, I think, in life sometimes when you're playing sport or watching a team to deal with a loss or a defeat. And right now, the Steelers are a bit like that. We get some of the players. We have Omar Khan season. We get so hyped up. Then we get crushed by the 49ers. And we need to deal with that. I think a lot of Steel fans are still hanging on this stuff. We haven't won a playoff game in 7 years. Sometimes it's easy to just not talk about it. Sometimes, in my view, it's just like, oh, well, chill. Like, who cares? You're going to go down the shops anyway to buy some bread. You're going to go to out to dinner with your family. You're going to have a good time in your social life. Do we need to hang on that the whole time? Probably not. That's just the way I see it, man. Like, why do we need to hang on that? Like, it's all, we haven't done this, we haven't done that. So I understand the comment of like wasted years. Like, yes, we should have won 2 bowls. Antonio Brown, he's crazy. You know, Le'Veon Bell, that kind of stuff. But I still enjoy every single season. Every single season is different. Like this season in 2023, who would have thought that Mason Rudolph would have got us with the last 3 games in that heck of a ride to get us to the playoff game versus the Bills, and we lost that game, right? That's pretty fun. That's pretty crazy. Yes, we lost 3 in a row. Bang, bang, bang. Cardinals, Pats, Colts. But then Mason Rudolph jumped in, and then, of course, everyone says, well, we should have started Mason Rudolph earlier. Should have done earlier. Yeah, sure. Should have, could have, would have, man. What does Jim Ross say? If the whole if wishes were fishes, the whole world would be an ocean, right? That's from WWE, like 2008 Raw vs SmackDown. Jim Ross, if wishes were fishes, the whole world would be an ocean. So it didn't happen. We didn't get the Super Bowls with Antonio Brown or Le'Veon Bell. We didn't get the Super Bowl this last year with a Mason Rudolph run. Would have been fantastic to watch. But it's still pretty fun to me to watch this team develop. And now we've got the likes of what's going to happen with Darnell, what's going to happen with Connor Hay, what's going to happen with Freiermuth, what's going to happen with the new O-line, or Najee getting 1,000 yards 3 years in a row, and Jalen Warren getting so close to 2,000 yards. He's going to have to get paid soon as well, Jalen Warren being a running back number 2. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Arthur Smith and his offense to push these guys to the next step, to be like maybe bloody Derrick Henry, like a version of him where Harris is running down the field, you know, running over people, and Warren's backing him up. And then we see some stuff where Pickett can get back into his rhythm. And yes, he got injured in the Cardinals game, and then we didn't see him. And now, like half the fan base is like, "Oh, Kenny Pickett sucks. It's over. He's done." Have you given him a chance with a new offensive coordinator? Have we given Arthur Smith a chance? Are we not excited about the offseason that is coming, where we are getting new players? You know, we haven't signed anyone yet. Remember last year when we signed the Pittsburgh Steelers signed like what 15 players or 16. Omar Khan is still sleeping. Omar Khan's on holiday. Omar Khan's out in the middle of Hawaii, chilling in a boat in a yacht somewhere in Italy. Omar Khan's like eating grapes, drinking wine, chilling out, eating cheese. Omar Khan has not even begun in this season. So we do get, I think, a little bit impatient where it's like 20th of February, 2002, 2024. You guys do it backwards. You guys do 02. Hold up. 0220. Whoa. 02202024. Right? That's what you guys do. So we've got to be a bit more patient on these kind of things, because I understand like the comment of wasted years, but to me, I enjoy every single moment that is Pittsburgh Steelers football, and only one team can really win too. Wow. That was a big rant. Okay. I'm going to have a bit of water. And I'll come right back. Let me get me. Oopsie doopsie. That's the wrong one. Holy dooly. I'll be right back.
All right. Watch out. Let's go, baby. That's awesome. Woo! Kenny, what's up? Hey, what you doing tonight, man? Y'all watching TV? What y'all got going on? Hey, you ready to come back to Oakland? Hey, we're about to make you a Pittsburgh Steeler, brother. Congratulations to you and your family. Bro, we're excited to have you, man. This is awesome.
Alrighty, I kind of understand what this means, but at the same time I don't. G'day JJ52, what's going on? He says, if crocodiles were dogs, we'd all be Steve Irwin. If crocodiles were dogs, so we'd have pet crocodile. I don't know, man. You know what? Rest in peace, Steve Irwin, man. He is one of the craziest characters from Australia. One of the most passionate people I think I've ever seen on TV. Never saw him in person. He was like Australia's guy. He was the dude. Steve Irwin was so passionate about anything. Koalas, kangaroos, anything. That bloke had just such a positive outlook on life that was just amazing. Just overall cool. Very sad what happened to him years ago. Now his family, Bob and Bindi, and his wife are doing all crazy things up there in Queensland. So Steve Irwin, absolute legend, man. Absolute legend. He's so cool. Did I miss anyone else in the house too? Anyone else in the house or not? A few comments here and there. Who do we all cut? The Pittsburgh Steelers cut Trubisky, Chooks, and they cut Presley Harvin. Harvin, right? Mr. Presley Harvin. So, yes. Yes, punter is a big thing there too. The Steelers got to find out the situation for punter. You guys still talking about this? Problem is, you should represent yourself as a productivity member of society, not a bum in their PJs. I can't believe you guys are still talking about that. G'day, Shaw Downey. What's going on? What up, Hooly Doolies? I'm late because I bought a 25-acre farm. That's fantastic. 25. How big's 25 acres? Here we go, Steelers. Can you put like a football field? Maybe you can put like a whole 100-yard football field, man. That's sweet. Do you have like any cattle and stuff too? Do you have like any horses, cattle? Like you just bought it, right? You're gonna put like, what are you gonna put there? Pigs? What are you doing? Oh, there you go. Farmer Sean, Mr. Farmer Sean Downey. That's fantastic. He did. Wait, he did too. Hold up. Just in breaking news via Daredevil, Herbig said he would play punter. The Pittsburgh Steelers are struggling to find a punter. They cut Presley Harvin. Just in, the Pittsburgh Steelers have found their new punter. Here it is. Can I find it? Don't know where it is. Did I find it? No, where it is. Where is it? Here is it. Did I get rid of it? Where did I do it? Oh, here it is. The Pittsburgh Steelers have found the new punter.
It's the Steelers. What isn't there about it? Studs everywhere. Man, I'll play punter if they want me to. Whatever coach tells me, I'll play. Man, I love football.
You heard it here first. You've heard it here first. Breaking news. The Pittsburgh Steelers are looking to fight to the rumor is that Herbig will play punter.
It's the Steelers. What isn't there about it? Studs everywhere. Man, I'll play punter if they want me to. Whatever coach tells me, I'll play. Man, I love football. I love to play the game of football. I'm ready to play football. And I'm happy to be here. Just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be a part of this team. So I'm happy to be here. I love the game.
Yo, you can't deny that, man. By the way, you can't deny that Herbig, and this sounds like the news cycle works. Daredevil, that just made a video. I'm gonna see how far that can go. I don't care if anyone calls me up for clickbait. That's really funny. I never even thought about that linking that Herbig could be punter because Herbig says I'd play punter if I have to. And it heard it here first.
It's the Steelers. What isn't there about it? Studs everywhere. Man, I'll play punter if they want me to. Whatever coach.
Oh man, that's awesome. That is awesome. I'd play punter if I have to be. So I might make that a video. You could be very right, Daredevil. Come on, if you got me content in February. That's fantastic. I did see I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I just need. Oh, what's yours? 0219 2024. Yeah, mine's 2002 2024. I'm gonna sneeze again. Right. Maybe not. Where was the question there? I don't know where it went. It was about the quarterback situation, but that's so funny. I can't find it. Someone said to me, here it is. Reginald River says, who do you want for quarterback? It's not okay, who do I want? I wouldn't mind seeing Kenny Pickett have another chance, to be honest. I think Kenny Pickett, KP8, has another chance in year 3. Give him year 3, and then also go and sign Rudolph or a quarterback number 2, who, if it doesn't work out, maybe can take over half the season and draft a guy that we can maybe get excited about as a third depth chart quarterback, right? So to me, it's Kenny Pickett, Rudolph, and someone like that. Possibly I wouldn't even mind seeing that guy Jake Browning. I think he's a free agent for the Bengals. If they don't re-sign him, Jake Browning looked pretty good for the Bengals last year. Why isn't his name coming up? You know what I mean? You're talking about Fields, talking about this guys that he stepped up and played really good football for the Bengals. So why can't he be in a situation where the Steelers go and give him money? So I'm going to go with KP8 first, and then Rudolph, then like someone like him to back him up too. Yes, that's the way that I do it too. Is in Australia we do day, month, year. So we do 200224, right? That. G'day, Chloe says, I never say that back. I never say Aussie. It's just not my thing. Not my thing. Hang on, give me guys one more second. My apologies, guys. I've just been sneezing. Holy dooly. Yeah, I know. There's more than usual. G'day, Sarah. What's going on? There's much more than usual, I think. That's why I kind of find this stuff a bit crazy. And I might think about doing that, Daredevil. That dead set Herbiger will play punch if he wants to. Why can't we speculate him to be there? G'day, Dante. What's going on? I'd love to go to, yes, it is up in Queensland. So that's what Steve Irwin was building, his Australia Zoo. Now his kids run it. Bindi Irwin, of course, I think you guys know her, and Robert Irwin too, or Bob Irwin. And I think there's a third child as well. Yes, Matt Azaria, I've heard his connection too, because he was, first of all, he was, thrown under the bus for those speculations. And for what he did, now he's being cleared. So why not bring him in? They call him the punt god, right? Kangaroos on the farm. Yeah, I would hope so. He gets some kind of shot, because I know that when the story first came out on the Twitterverse, every single person, not every single person, but a lot of people just, went hammer and tongs and went after him. And it's like, you don't even know the full story. You don't understand. So he was accused of he was accused of that, and doing that's really bad. You should never even think about doing that. So why not give him a chance at least anyway? Build a castle with crocodile moats. Imagine that could be like Arthur Moat's nickname, crocodile moats. Sean bought a 25-acre farm. Meanwhile, I bought a Burger King Whopper today. You know what? What are you meant to do? You know what I'm saying? We've all got different lives. We've all got different strokes. Some people buy a 25-acre farm. Some other guys buy Burger King. I'm happy. I'd be happy with both, actually. I'm sure that Sean would be happy with a Burger King too. Whopper. Whopper's pretty fun too. All right, Chloe's doing a shot. I did hear that. Like, yeah, something like that. I think you can. I think you can catch something like that too. I'm gonna sneeze again, by the way. Got sneeze everywhere. I heard you can get them. Yeah, they bite you or something. I don't know what it is exactly. I know that the Tasmanian devils have rabies, so if they bite you, you're in a pretty bad time. A lot of animals, yeah, you don't want to pick up koalas, because if you see a koala bear in the wild, or koala, or whatever you say, right? If you see them in the wild on a tree, they will like scratch you with their claws, like they will claw down your top here. Sean Manahan's I'm happy to be here too, man. Sean Downey says no cattle yet. Chickens, rabbits, maybe. Alpacas for fleece. Neighbors have some cattle. That's awesome. You got a little border collie in heaven. Awesome. Sweet. Putting a pond in for irrigation. And by the way, when I say that, like, that's awesome, I mean, like, your dogs hopefully your dog's alive, like in heaven, as in like a lot of room to run. That's what I'm trying to say. I hope I put that the right way. That's cool, man. All righty. Yuli says, I want Kenny to succeed, if not trade up in the draft next year, or Quinn Ewers, or someone they have a good in college as well. How about if they don't? How about they don't re-sign Mason at 20? JJ McCarthy on the board at 20. I still think the Steelers are going to go O-line. They're going to go O-line again, or they're going to go defensive line. I think the quarterback comes later in the round as well. I need to sneeze again. Hang on. Oh my goodness. Today is I'm just sneezing all over the shop. Yeah, I've heard this too. Many have been suggesting that DJ should be traded. What do you think of having only GP in the fold as an experienced receiver? I reckon they'll probably go and get someone else. Maybe I'll look at that next time. Maybe next week I'll do a show on the receivers who they can possibly bring in at a certain price. Robinson is getting way too much money. There's ideas that he's going to get cut. I've looked up as well, when I look into the team's spending and the team's salary cap in 2024, I went to the cap percentage, and Robinson is getting 4.85% of the roster. TJ Watt gets 12.39%. So he's like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. He's the seventh paid player on the team. So Robinson will be probably done because he wasn't getting the enough production for what they're paying him. DJ is a fourth. So DJ is getting 6.4. So if they do go and trade DJ, then yeah, you got Pickens. Maybe go and sign a vet receiver. I don't know who the vets are in this. Let's find out. So who we have? We'll go to receivers. We'll do all teams. Let me see. Ooh, this one. Wait a minute. Yep. 2024. Not this. Oh my goodness. All teams. Mike Evans, Odell Beckham, Curtis Samuel, Tyler Boyd. He might be an idea, actually. Tyler Boyd. He might be a bit of money, though. Tyler Boyd could be an idea. Kendrick Bourne, Paris Campbell, McCall Hardman. He's the bloke that got the TD near the end. So maybe someone out there. Marquise Brown, too. Antonio Brown. That would be crazy, getting Antonio Brown's cousin from Arizona. He's also a free agent, too. Imagine that. T. Higgins too. Michael Pittman Jr. He might be an idea as well. Raymond McLeod, he's back there. So maybe someone like that. Chase Claypool. No, just kidding. So maybe somebody like that as a receiver who's like a free agent too. Sean says, just wait until March 14 and see what happens with Mason and what to do with Simon. I trust we'll do well in the draft. So do I. Okay. And we're going down. Drop Bears. It's funny you both know about Drop Bears. That's what I heard too. Yeah, I know a little bit. I'm so. Can you hear it today? Welcome back to Sneezy Nation. Oh goodness. What about Honey Badger's not just Australian? Oh goodness. Alrighty. True. What about bringing back Juju, man? I'd be keen for that. Is he a free agent? I don't know. I feel like since he moved to the Patriots, he won a championship with the Chiefs. He moved to the Patriots. I feel like he did absolutely nothing. Like I feel like I've heard his name nowhere. He's been injured. Imagine if he came back. That could be very intriguing as well. So yeah, is he a free? I don't know if he's a free agent or not. I don't think he is. No. So there's a lot of names though. Like who's this guy? Is Economist St. Brown? He's a Chicago, maybe. I don't know. It's maybe a third guy. Greg Dortch. He's one I got in fantasy. Gunnar Olszewski. Like they'll find someone. There's so many free agent stars. Maybe they might go and get a guy like, Michael Pittman Jr. or someone like that. They're not bringing back Claypool. That's not going to happen. So there are a ton of guys there. Yeah, you guys know what it is, right? So like Drop Bears are like I think it was from an advertisement, like to do with like the Bundaberg rum. I don't know if you guys saw the advertisement, but Drop Bears like they're in trees. They when you're walking around the forest, they drop on you. What's going on? Working out. So Yuli says Juju signed a 3-year, $33 million, but he could get cut at some point. Yeah, right. What's the type of koala bear that looks creepy looking? What do you mean? Oh, hang on. I know. Wait a minute. You mean this one? Hold on. This has to be. I've got to make this emoji. I think. Where is it? Oh my goodness. I know. Oh. All right. You mean this one? G'day, Roberto. What's going on? Where is it? Oh. This one. That. Where's it going? No. Hold up. This one. You talking about that? Is that is that the one you're talking about? So yeah, that. Hang on.
We do not care. We do not care. We do not care.
Alrighty, I'm getting a bit silly now. Is that the one you're talking about? That koala? Hold on a second. Hold up. Yeah, they use that for all kinds of memes. How do I get rid of this? Holy smokes. Koala Bear Nation, Australia. Oh, now I'm sniffling. Oh, yes. Yes. Wait till you see this. All right. Yeah, and that's one good point too. Here's one good point, right? And today, I don't know how long we're going to go for. Having a lot of fun. That's one good point. Everyone talks about Kenny Pickett rolling around, right? Look to what Justin Field was doing and how he was getting fumbles and interceptions. He does very similar things. Justin Fields won't be the savior. And it's not just against Justin Fields. I'm not hating him on as a person or a player too much. The Steelers already have their quarterback. So I'm hoping, I hear you. I hope they can teach him that too. All right. G'day, Roberto. What's going on? I did. Just checking in with you, Steeler Nation. And you did see the Steelers put an official bid. I did too. Yes, that was a few days ago. Steelers will probably have a chance to get 2025 or 2026. If they do that, I know I've been promising to come over to training camp and I want to get back to a game, but I will try and be there as best I can. I want to be a part of this stuff. I just got to save. It's just about me saving coin, and I'm working now. I'm working as hard as I can. But life is life at the moment. But yes, I'll try and get back to there. At least get over there this year or next year. Dead set. But yes, check this out. Oh, yeah, this koala man has been made into memes so many times. Oh, oh my goodness. That's not bad, is it? How good's that? Oh my goodness. I don't know. Maybe like the next 15, 20 minutes. See how we go. I think that I love that. Should I put it there? Oh. I can't. G'day, Jed. G'day, Jordan. What's going on, mate? Says that koala looks high as F. Oh, I need a drink. Hang on. Oh. Oh. That's so funny. Roberta says, I truly want to see you at the draft. Would be awesome to see. Yeah, it'd be so much fun. And if I did, I'll probably go for a week too. If the Steelers get the thing, I'll probably hire a hotel. Maybe try and get like a laptop down there. Maybe do some interviews on the ground. I don't know. I would try and immerse myself as much as possible into the culture. That week is the draft, right? So if it's 2025 or 2026, I'll try and save up to get over there. That would be a lot of fun. That would be so much fun. I want to go to training camp because I reckon that'd be awesome. I want to see a game again. It just takes a lot of money. I've just got to start to save money. To get over there is really tough because plane tickets are like what $1,500, $1,700. I'm not made of money. And then accommodation is a couple of $1,000. So just got to try my best as I can to work hard and save some coin. But it would be fantastic to go to the draft. I think we found our next emoji. I think we found it. Oh, it's funny. Sean says the O-line backed Mason at the end of the year because he stayed in the pocket and played quarterback. He did, and I reckon Mason would be fantastic if they go and sign Mason. I wouldn't mind seeing him again into him being 27, 28 years of age or whatever it may be into a 3-year contract, 2-year contract, and then Kenny Pickett becomes second quarterback on the depth chart. I'm happy with that. If they go with Mason, I'm happy with that, man. I really am. If they go with him there to give him a shot, they sign him up, I'm fine. If they go with Kenny Pickett, I'm fine too. As long as we have like consistent quarterback play that's building it and has a chance to score points. But we know it too that Mason Rudolph had like 31 points average where the other guys had only 17. I think Kenny had 17 and I think Trubisky had 14 points per game. Trubisky was a setback. Matt Canada was a setback, you know. If you come to next year, if you come next draft, could you see us? Very true. Very true. Yeah, it depends what's going to happen with Kenny, right? So we don't know with Kenny. I'm fine this year with Kenny Pickett. I'd rather see a run game and give him a 3rd year. And then next year, go and sign your franchise quarterback. I don't know any names. Do you guys know names for next year's quarterbacks? Not too sure. I would not be surprised if a Steel fan who lives in Pittsburgh would be happy to let you stay with them. Pittsburgh people, good people. You know, 100% would agree with that too. I would love any offers or anyone said, oh, by the way, Mark, you're happy to stay at my house. Only one thing, it's like I do enjoy my like private space and like I do enjoy after being around town, coming back to my hotel. I think we all have those elements like we want to see my bed. So I wouldn't like say no, no way, no effing way. I would say no respectfully. Like respectfully, thank you for the offer. I appreciate staying at your house. However, I want to stay in my hotel and I want to do I just want to have my private space and private time. Like I think it would be awesome for people to offer me their house. It would be fantastic. Same time, when I get done running around town, going to the draft, just want to come home, crack a cold beer, or have something to eat, and then have a sleep. Do you know what I mean? I'm a guy like that now. I like to have my own space after big events. But that would be cool. Quinn Ewers. Quinn, is it Quinn Ewers? The name is Quinn Ewers. All right. I love, you know what? I love this koala, man. Quinn Ewers. Ewers. How do I pronounce his name, dude? Ewers? Ewers? Quinn Ewers? From Texas. Okay. Quinn Ewers. E-W-R-E-R. Wait, E-W-E-R-S. Ewers. Quinn Ewers. Quinn Tucker Ewers. Is that right? Yeah, right. Alrighty. Sean says why not? Why not? Sewers? Oh, sewers. I still love this thing here. Where is this one? This thing here. I love it. I think it's so funny. Can you make pajamas out of koalas? Oh, no. That's you can't do that. You can't take like what you want to kill the koala and then make like a jacket out of it. Nah, I can't do that. So sewers, right? Roberta's, of course, the whole. I can't speak today. Whole of Pittsburgh is Iron City beer. I wouldn't mind irons. I've had a few of those. Had a few Yinglings too. Toddy says Steelers typically roll with 4 quarterbacks in training camp. We currently only have Kenny. Where do we go from here? Very good question. Because going towards, I think as well, when you go to the depth chart, I think we have someone on the practice squad. So there must be a reason why the Steelers cut, Trubisky, right? Because he sucks. But on the practice squad, I think we have no, we don't. Oh, they might have cut him. You're right. So, no, they cut him. So, yes, the only guy that the Steelers have is quarterback is Kenny Pickett. Man, the Steelers might go and sign a few people. So, Mason Rudolph is, of course, unrestricted free agent. He can go anywhere he wants to. I reckon they go and sign him, go a draft, and maybe go and bring back another guy. But that is one position that the Steelers have only Kenny Pickett in the house. That's the big question. Can you bake PJs? But what? Can you bake PJs? Put out people's stolen thongs? What? I don't know what you mean. Kenny Mason, 3rd or 4th draft pick, and an undrafted free agent QB. So yes, the only one we have right now going in training camp is Kenny Pickett. So I guess that maybe that's why there's a lot of speculation around stuff. But I don't see guys like Jack Flacco or anyone like that. I see Rudolph. I don't know, maybe. Wait, who are the other free agents? Okay, so let's do this. Who are the other free agents? Kirk Cousins? No, don't think so. Ryan Tannehill? No. Jacoby Brissett? Wouldn't mind seeing him. He might be a backup. I could see that. Tyrod Taylor? I don't think so. He's getting pretty old of age, like 35 years of age. Marcus Mariota? He could be a possibility. Sam Darnold could be a name too. They might pick up for a guy to play third quarterback. He's a free agent too. So he's 26 years of age. Drew Lock is from Seattle, maybe. Baker Mayfield, I wouldn't mind seeing him. He's Tampa Bay, though, but he's going to go there. Gardner Minshew, he's a free agent, too. So possibly could be Gardner Minshew. It could be an idea. Teddy Bridgewater, maybe. Tyler Huntley, he's the guy who's been playing with the Ravens for a long time. Not too sure about that. Josh Dobbs, Blaine Gabbert, don't think so. Carson Wentz, maybe. Maybe Carson Wentz. Maybe he could be a third guy. Trevor Simeon. These other guys I don't really know. Brendan Allen and Kyle Allen, never really heard of him. Matt Barkley, no. Mason Rudolph, I think he's up there. Felipe Franks. Jake. Okay, here's what I would do. Here's what I'd do. I'd go and sign Mason Rudolph at 28 years of age. If I can't get Mason Rudolph, I'd go and sign Jake Browning, someone like that, or bring in both, right? I think Jake Browning put on a bit of a show too, so he might have a chance to be a backup quarterback. And go and get like Gardner Minshew or someone like that. Maybe you get 3 quarterbacks. Or you go and sign Mason Rudolph and Jake Browning, which would be pretty crazy to do. But sign 2 of those blokes and then get a quarterback in the draft. Which is crazy. Yeah, me too. Dead set. Dude, I had no idea what you're saying. No idea. No idea at all. Look at that koala. Oh, it's so good. I know. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. People are doing the same thing to Kenny Pickett that they did to Mason Rudolph. It irks me when people are like that. Are you a fan of Mason? But just like that, the case of Mason Kenny needs to grow. Exactly. I think Kenny has this team for this 3rd year. And if this year's really bad, then we boot him. Do you know what I mean? If the 3rd year's really bad and he's no chance to become something in Pittsburgh, then you boot him after that. You got 1 year, then you put him as a backup, then you bring someone else in. This is like the prove it or pretty much prove it year for Kenny because it's his 3rd year. Not the right time for me to go and get a quarterback number 1. I don't see it. Hooly dooly. Toddy says I read that 5 times and was still confused. Yeah, I was very confused too. Yeah. Felipe Franks. Yeah, the only reason I brought up Jake Browning was because he did quite well, I think, with the Bengals, right? He did pretty well, winning them games. So that might be an idea as well. Anyway, guys, that's kind of it today with me and my mate Koala here. I love how I can just make that in the background. That's so good. Look at that. All right. True. 6-7 years. Yeah, we got a long way to go, man. All right, so tomorrow on the show, I'm having Britsburg Owens coming on the show. He's back doing content, so check him out there as well if you want to. He'll be coming on the show tomorrow, pretty much to talk Steelers, free agent stuff, trades, all that kind of crap. And yeah, take it day by day. You guys can give him a name. You guys name him. I should make him an emote though. That's what I should do. I should make him an emoji. Do I have that? I do love it. It's pretty funny. He's using a lot of memes. A lot of memes around Australia. He's using it in a shit ton of them. Oops. Memberships. Can I even get any more emotes? Probably not. Nah, probably can't at the moment. So when we start to build members back up, I'll try and use him as an emoji because I don't think I can at the moment. I think I'm down. Yeah, I need 7 more members for the next one. So we'll keep it up. But Quan the koala. Wait. Hold up. Wait a minute. Do you mean like this? Oh no. Oh, hang on. Oh, which one's better? That one's better. You're probably thinking, what's he doing? What's this bloke doing? Hold up. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is just great television. Oh, this hurts. Okay. All right. G'day, Pepper. What's going on? Pepper, this is what happens when you're not here. When you're not here, there is zero control. All right. So here's our. So we want to call him Felipe. All right. Here is either Quan or Felipe making his making his Steelers Nation debut. Felipe the koala or Quan the koala right here. Oh, it hurts. Oh my goodness. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Oh, Pepper says I do have work. No, this is what happens when we get too wild, man. Thank you, Yui, mate, for the gifted sub, dude. You're awesome. Always awesome. Who got it, by the way? Who got this? Who got that? Kurt Vaughn. Thank you, Kurt Vaughn. Oh, it's funny. He's like, he's like he's like incognito. He's incognito. Oh, I'm just a bloke a bloke in his room with a koala. Yep. That's how things work. Alrighty, guys. Yeah, me too. Let's end with this. Let's end with this. So Roberta says, I actually like your idea. Baker's only vet quarterback would be interested in joining. Me too. I would too. Let's say he's done with the Bucks, but no, the Bucks would be silly. If the Bucks don't re-sign him to a 3-year contract, 4-year contract, they're silly. Baker had 40 TDs last year or 35 and 4,000 yards. They'll be very dumb if they don't sign him back up. So the Steelers could go and sign Baker. He's 27 years of age. He's got an arm, moxie, can fight, can run, can play. Got harshly done by the Browns. And it would be great to see him versus the Browns twice a year. I think that'd be fantastic. The storyline would be amazing. Would be absolutely amazing. So, yeah, man. Yeah, and that too. Depends how much they want him, right? Depends how much money he wants to get. But I like that that Baker gets another chance because I didn't hate him as a person with the Browns. I just didn't like him. You know, of course, when they're a Browns quarterback, you want to sack the hell out of him. But I think him having a chance in Tampa now is showing that he has good, QB mechanics and good throw power and all that kind of stuff. He could actually play quarterback position, and the Browns stuffed him up to go get Watson, and they really stuffed their whole, what do you call it? The whole quarterback position for the Browns is just stupid. Yes, she does. Pepper definitely does. All righty, guys, let's get out of here. I did not plan to the episode going this way with Quan or Felipe here, the koala. I think that's really funny. Thank you guys for checking out Steel Oz as always. The OGs are fantastic. Let's enjoy the process that is day by day. Enjoy our time off, have family time, have, fun time without the Steelers, and then just take it day by day, man. We're ages away from the draft. We're 2 months away from the draft. Training camp is another 4 months away. So we just enjoy our time. And I'll be having on tomorrow's show, Britsburg on. All righty, guys. Thank you as always. You guys are awesome. And I do love that meme. I'll see you guys later.